I must admit my recent defeats have left me a little soured in the old experience, but not because the game is bad, but because I don't know what I'm actually wearing. Welcome back to Patinator Plays Exanima. We're just gonna get to Master and then we're gonna leave it. I apologize, but I mean, that is all I want to do, is have some fun. I got a feeling I have not the only one, but we're gonna have to leave it once we get to Master level, just so we have something that's sitting around for us. We're waiting for the next update, ready to improve the way we live. So we're gonna take on a few elimination matches, and I think we'll get this level done lickety split. And we'll probably make a few more people. Somebody with a who is big and tall, and somebody who is short and big, because those two are not mutually exclusive. That's right, ladies. You can find men with short, but you know, girthy dicks. I believe that's the term for them. I believe that's also what you want in a man. It's not about how deep they can go, but how wide you can. Okay, this is getting really gross, but that's probably because I'm starting to feel better. The cold has started to leave my body. I've experienced the requisite gastrointestinal distress attached with healing, and I swear to fuck, I waited until all the dogs were calmed the fuck down. But every time I start recording, before I even speak, when I touch the record button, they decide, Master needs us, Master needs our voice, and then they bark, and then they go, and then they howl, and then they roar. There we go, there goes the barking. I apologize, but it is a little weaker, and I will tell you something. Those are the big dogs. There's the big dogs from neighbors, big dogs from the house, the puppies. As long as the puppies don't bark, I think we're gonna be fine. I think we're gonna be great. I think we're gonna find our ideal mate and thus continue the bloodline of the species. Also, I broke that guy's spine. I don't think he's gonna continue doing anything anymore. And this guy I can barely see you, but I see you've gone for the potato sack long sleeve, long john look, which, you know, now I'm gonna do this as a favor to fashion and as a favor to our, species as a whole. I need to get rid of you. Make sure that less people dress like you, and more people, think about what they're doing with their lives when they're looking at a potato sack, cutting holes into it and thinking, these will make excellent sleeveless shirts. And hopefully that never happens again. Let's see, we probably leveled up from that, yeah. One elimination round is usually enough to get us a rank. I'm gonna go for a miss so we can go for a more offensive build. I think he's gonna be the two-hander anyway. Elimination inept, as always. We're just power leveling here, getting through as many people as possible in a short amount of time. We should probably buy a cudgel if the mood strikes us. That's the neighbor's dog. I wonder what's up with them. The new stock of dogs that the neighbors have is usually, very chill. Much like the way we should approach this. Maybe I should increase the brightness on my screen, not necessarily in-game. Maybe that's why I'm having some trouble reacting to this shit. We also have parry now, so we don't have to back up as much. Also, I missed, which is very embarrassing. It's like I was taunting his dead body by hitting and missing it, instead of hitting and quitting it, which is, I guess, is very bad for it. Did you just double swing my fucking ass at inept level? Lock. Double swing that, you little shit. Come here. That's not my dog. I think that's Sherlock, but it sounds a little far. It's some concerns here. Sherlock shouldn't be outside, in fact. I'm not concerned until... Oh, fuck you. That's what you get. Yeah, that's what you fucking get for even making the attempt. Okay, that is Sherlock, but as long as Stewie, the big black dog, stays quiet, we shouldn't have any problems. He's no more serious of the lot, and the lazier of the two, and is Sherlock's dad. So, and it takes him a lot to get riled up. It takes him a lot to get, he's basically a cat. It takes a while for him to pay attention to anything or to care about whatever you're doing. Sherlock, on the other hand, very happy to please you. You call him, he'll run on over and like, hey, please pet me. I am a Sherlock. I am a fluffy brown dog that changes color every now and then. For a while he was red, and then he was yellow, then he was blonde, and now he's rolling back over to black. It's a weird hair cycle. I know, but he does it. I'm gonna go for a duel here. Well, Stewie doesn't give a shit. You like him? Sure. He's happy to see you, but he's not gonna run over there. He's gonna take one look at you and back away, because if he doesn't want any of your nonsense, he's not gonna go for your nonsense unless you have a treat. The only treat he doesn't eat is bananas. I can throw him carrots, I can throw him cabbage, I can throw him fish, I can throw him meat. Well, of course, meat. Go for it. You can throw him anything. And you'd be like, at least, he'll try to eat it. But you give him one... let's not get killed here. Doubles, we don't have a minion yet, but we really should look into minions, right? We really should. Haven't leveled up yet, huh? Let's go for another duel. And... otherwise, you know, he'll pretty much leave you alone. He'll sit by you, though. He would totally be like that. And he'll give you the dumbest little face, even though he looks like... the dog version of a teenager that really needs to get out there and get a job. Like, find some, you know... find some purpose in his life and shit. He just looks too long, too awkwardly spaced his bones. He's just happy to see you, but neither will he go out and get a job because that's the kind of dog he is. After this elimination, I think we're gonna hit the Novice, the aspirant tier with Tallest Rick, so I'm excited for that. I'm excited to go back to places we have already been. Hey, yeah, you can't double hit from there. What a noisy day. That's alright. I don't think you can hear him. As long as I can keep everybody dying as loudly as possible, which I can do right now. Nice block. What is out there? There's probably a cat out there. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because my house is a popular dating spot. Oh yes, it brings all the boys to the yard. But only if they're like tomcats, because it's cat mating season, and sewer cat is kind of out for, you know, dick. Because that's what happens when they're in the heat. They need a good dicking, because that's how, you know, cats and animals in general be. And they like hanging out around the house. For some reason, because my dogs, I don't know, I have dogs and they're like, let's hang out around here. Let's hang out around the guy who plays video games all day. Because, you know, he probably likes cats, as the stereotype might indicate. Ooh, I got him in the back of the neck. Poor guy. Looks like a clone of me too. It's clonely at the top, or so they say. Yeah, look at this sack-wearing motherfucker. You and your fucking potato sacks. You know what? No mercy for you. Big swings. Get down there. Woo! Oh, the potato heavy diet keeping you up, huh? That's alright. We're gonna put you down. Because we need to put you down because I'm done being embarrassed by your dumbass. Let's see if presetting Tallest Rick's armor actually worked out and he gets to keep... Yeah, you got the pitchfork. Although I don't know if I should be a fan of that. About your attack to quickly parry. That sounds like a winning combo to me. I'm gonna put this in his inventory. Because the bill is actually kind of useful. I mean, it's not as deadly to me as the other items are, as the pitchfork is. Because I just love poking with the pitchfork. Not necessarily the best call, but it is there. Step back and poke its legs. Step back, poke its leg. Lick your fingers, turn the page. Lick your fingers, turn the page. That's not how it goes. Philibert was a much more sedate character than that. Unlike this guy, who I will sedate with 3 holes in the leg. And bam. Haha! And you need to go on a diet, good sir, although maybe your weight is a sign of opulence and where you came from. Perhaps you were a merchant disgraced by your family, abandoned by your blood, sentenced by your government to fight in the mysterious pits of wherever the fuck we are. So really, you're gonna keep me away from all the beautiful stuff. We'll go into a high level pugilism because it actually gives us like 1 silver. You know what I noticed? Like, fighting at higher tiers doesn't actually give you more money most of the time. Because it costs you more to enter. I mean, there are standouts, of course. There are some things like challenger events tend to give more money, but they all tend to give around 1 to 4 silver. Like, there's no... Oh, I drew blood with a punch. Oh, that seems like a lawsuit waiting to happen. Yeah, like most of them, see, here you gain 30, okay, maybe. Like, here you gain 30 copper. Here you gain 4 copper because you have to pay 6 to enter. 1 silver, okay, this is a lot, but because it is, you know, an elimination event, and I'm probably gonna go for that, because that's a lot of money. Tallest Rick, don't let me down now. It's an inept level competition, with me, which means no shields. I get to feel like an actual adult instead of someone who gets reminded that once they were in high school once. They were a joke. Not anymore. They told me that I could be anything. So I hit them in the head with a long stick. So they have most of the abilities and make them dangerous. But if the computer bugs out and decides to send us a character that has shield skills, they might actually be lacking. because there's no shield at the inept tier for some reason. So you can't really develop that style early on. Don't ask me how that shit works. I don't know why we can't just carry like a barrel lid and call that a shield. Hey, you potato sack wearing motherfucker, I like your belt. That's an improvement over the other potato sack wearing motherfuckers that we've been fighting all this time. My fucking arm. You little shit. Come here. Shit piece. That's what you get. I try not to be angry at computer people because they're computer people. And honestly, if I'm the only human being in the room, I feel like I'm really just projecting my anger at myself. When they hit me, it is actually me hitting me with my ineptitude. Oh, that one though. That's me hitting that guy by making him a rainbow of blood, a rainbow coalition of bleeding. Oh, maybe I should start wearing fingerless gloves. Oh, that was a little intense. That was a big hit. So I still don't know how leveling works, strictly speaking. But then again, all that means is we get to play a little more, and there's nothing wrong about that. Oh shit! You don't have a shield. You're getting poked. Step back. And step back and stab. I think that's just a game plan when they don't have a shield. Step back. Gentle step forward. I mean, prongs outstretched, ready to hold their balls to cup them in this. What is this? Aspirant? Why are we looking at aspirant weapons? It's tempting and it's cheap, so we'll do it. Meanwhile, we'll also start looking for those kind of weapons. Look, I like the beauty of that pitchfork, but I also like hammers. Let's give you the hammer. Yeah, that's Sherlock. Don't worry about that. Okie dokie, elimination. Yeah, sure. Okay, I still haven't found the tiniest hammer for us, but it's gotta be okay. Really? I thought this was an inept level. Is that an inept level weapon? Because if it is, I'm gonna try to pick it up and try it out. I actually flubbed the input there. You double click, you overhead smash, but I had a little delay, so let's move the mouse here, go for the right to left, and then we move the mouse here and go for the left to right. And double click, press C to crouch down and smash him in the face. And Animal Adventurers and SPAC, Captain Bucky O'Hare, blah 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 blah, slash. I think as long as we get our timings correctly, you know, we'll be fine. We just have to step away from the axe wielding maniac, slash him in the face, and oh, okay. Oh, this is not as exciting as I thought it would be. So let's bring it back home. Bring it back home. Dude, jeez, that's a nice top, my man. That is a nice vest. Were you planning on killing me and then going on your date because you thought this was gonna be all easy because you got the axe, you axe man, sir? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wear your shirt. I'm gonna put on your shirt and go meet your date for you. Tell her that everything's gonna be alright. Because I'm here now, and I'm not some idiot who went into an arena thinking that he's gonna do well. Unlike me, who is basically immortal, as I can keep resurrecting the Ricks, as many Ricks as possible. Because alternate dimensions and shit. I missed. I can never get that to hit properly. But someday soon, I will get that to hit properly. Much like Fallout Boy made a hit out of basically being meta after what? Folie à Deux? After Folie à Deux, I think it was all meta. Like, people are telling us that we are sold out. Let's make it, since we can't think of any song titles, and that's, you know, our experience now, maybe we'll just make songs about our fame and how it affects us, and then the next album we'll do the exact same fucking thing and try to save rock and roll. Not necessarily a bad thing, because in some respects that's more true to them. A little more, it seems a little more honest than Jessie J singing about not needing the money as they sell the song that, you know, they're singing for 99 cents on iTunes. It's a little more honest. It feels a little more honest, I gotta say. But what do I know about the music industry? All I know is there's a lot of drugs involved, if, you know, the Rolling Stones are any indication. But the point is, at least it feels like if they are gonna play off their fame, it at least feels honest that they are, because, you know, people are paying attention to them, at least in theory, at least most of the time. I mean, I'm certainly not ignoring them. Ooh, Tiny Rick is a novice now. Tallest Rick finally got a promotion. Think not necessarily what we want here. Let's start preparing for novice tier and adept tier. Novice and tier and adept tier will give us some armor to play with. So tallest Rick, aspirant, challenger, novice. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to this. This actually makes a lot of money for the money we put in. So there's that. That's where we need to focus on making money and taking names. It seems like we're beating down on. Lady, I ain't into that. Well, I am, but you know, not. I'm not into having sex with people whose heads I just broke. So I'm gonna have to leave you there. I'm gonna have to leave you lying down. We're gonna have to move on. You thought you were gonna hit me with that fucking hacksaw, huh? You think you're so slick? Oof. Actually, that was a bad dash, as she could have easily gotten us in the fucking leg, in the fucking side. Okay, we actually double-handed her into oblivion, like this. I like to say that I would suck dick for money. I like to say that I would, you know, give a hand job for money, but like, saying it is one thing, and as you grow older, I tell you what, like, if I were like 18, like, you would need to pay me $5 million to give a hand job. Haha, I may not be that good, but that is a representative of my value and of my dignity. $5 million. Now it's like, I don't know, have a $250,000, like, that ought to pay for a lot of rent. Maybe let me start a small business. Create I'll suck your dick. Like, the standards drop as you grow older and realize, well, maybe we need to get a little realistic here, but you know, it's not something I can do comfortably, I'd imagine, because I'm not into dicks, although 100% of the dicks I've touched, I've enjoyed. That 100% being my own. Get wrecked. I don't know why we got to the topic of dicks, but I would just like to say that I probably would cry and ruin the experience for everybody. And you don't know how it feels until you're there, until like, oh good, I have to two-hand this thing. It's like a baseball bat with its girth and its weight. It actually slapped me when it got erect. I thought that only happened in pornos. And you know, and ow, that's a hell of a bell end you got there, and it hurts. It hurts my cheek. And, you know, I don't want it to hurt my throat. Oh shit, that's what I get for talking about dicks, I guess. Fine. That's a lot of blood going down my leg. Not comfy. Neither is Evo. I missed again. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can subscribe to the Dark Fluffy Cloud channel. You can also leave a thumbs up, or I don't know, I'm not gonna do this in song. You can also share it for someone if, you know, they want to watch someone grind the early game of Exanima over and over again because he keeps dying. Well, here you are. You can share this video, but you don't have to do anything I say. I'm not the boss of you. Who I am is Patinator. And I'll see you later.